Many workers now faced with a tough decision: go back to work and potentially expose yourself to the virus, or don't work and lose income. So what protections do you have if you don't feel safe going back? ABC 15's Claudia Rupsich is getting answers.
In general, as an employee, you don't have a right to refuse to go to work because you feel unsafe at the workplace. According to an expert I spoke to, you can refuse to go to work if you feel you're in imminent danger. But he says fear of getting COVID-19 likely won't fall under that.
Restaurants, retailers, and salons are figuring out what reopening looks like. Governor Doug Ducey has released guidelines to help prevent the spread of COVID-19, including using measures like social distancing, sanitation, and wearing masks and gloves. But what if you don't think your workplace is doing enough? Arizona State University employment law professor Michael Selmy says you have two legal options, but neither is simple. One, file a complaint with the state's Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. OSHA could investigate and require changes, and you could have protection from getting fired.
Again, it's not an easy test to meet. There's not a specific guideline or regulation that would apply in this instance.
The second option, you and a group of employees could walk off the job, and if you're fired, you'd likely be protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
But it's not an easy remedy. If they left the workplace in that instance, they could be replaced. And even if they weren't replaced, they might be fired. And if they were ultimately successful in a legal claim, that could take a couple of years.
Bottom line, if you decide to not work, you most likely won't be able to get unemployment insurance from both the state and from the Federal CARES Act. Your employer can't stop you from applying, but they can challenge that application.
According to the Arizona Department of Economic Security, if you have good cause not to return to work, you could get state benefits. That would be a case-by-case basis. It's also important to note that workers' comp doesn't apply if you get COVID-19. I'm Claudia Rupsich, ABC 15 Arizona.